Hello and welcome to this video about how to consume a REST API with Flutter. Hello, this is Zaim. I'm Flutter instructor in Tech Groups and I'm from Pakistan. Today we're going to delve into a fundamental aspect of modern app development, the consumption of REST APIs in Flutter. By the end of this presentation, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and techniques necessary to build high-quality apps that consume data from these APIs. Now, before we embark on this journey, it's crucial to establish what REST APIs are and why they play a pivotal role in app development. REST APIs serve as the bridge between your app and servers, facilitating the exchange of pivotal data. They operate through HTTP requests, allowing you to fetch or submit data effortlessly. What makes REST APIs truly exceptional is their stateless nature and cacheability, ensuring scalability and efficiency in your app's communication with the servers. Picture here represents how a Flutter application uh, communicates with a REST API to retrieve or get data. As we progress, we'll come to realize that API responses can be complex as they are unpredictable. Handling these responses correctly is a paramount for maintaining a stable and responsive app. Our journey will include exploring best practices such as effective error handling, the art of parsing JSON, and the advantages of caching data. Mastering the art of REST API consumption in Flutter is a vital step towards crafting top-tier apps. It involves choosing the right packages to simplify our tasks, skillfully managing API responses to ensure your app's stability, and fortifying your app security. With these techniques in your arsenal, you'll be able to build apps that are not only fast and efficient, but also highly secure. Remember, the mastery of REST API consumption is a powerful tool at your disposal, enabling you to build apps that stand out in terms of performance, efficiency, and security. With this, let's move on to our hands-on tutorial where uh, we're gonna perform the create, get, update, and delete requests in Flutter.
API that gives here. This is our REST API that through which we can get details and data of a course, post a course, update a course, and delete a course. Okay, so the URL for the REST API here it is given this. Now uh, con- let's start consuming this REST API and build an app in which we can list all these courses. So create a new course, update an existing course, and delete an existing course. So the model for this course is this. We will build this model in our Flutter app, and through this model, we will be communicating with this API to get responses and post responses, as this API only uh, works on this model. So here is a new app. You can build this through uh, this is a new Flutter app, and here I will just navigate to course list screen where I'll be coding all the courses that I want to list. And of course, here I will have to create that screen. So here we are. In this screen, we we write the code to list that data we will get from the API. So let's first of all create a class. This is named course list screen that extends stateful widget. So this class extends an stateful widget, and in this we will override the screen state. Of course, we'll create a state that will be named course list screen state, and we'll use create state method to create a state of the screen. And now we just create that state class. List list screen state extends state, and our state will be a course list screen. Let me oh, here the screen access. Now in this class we'll be doing all the code for. Okay, now let's create. Here I'll just create the state, and the list will be of type course. Of course, I don't have this type yet. I'll define this later. And let's create underscore course. So first of all, we need to create this model of this data type. And for this, I'll be making a model class here like this. In this class, I'll have to define the model of the API, and this will be class course, and this will have table to define this model right here in my model class. Active is type boolean, content container is type string, author is type number, duration type string, ID is type integer. So I'll just be defining it here right now. And last one is our URL as type string. Okay, so now I will have to define my constructor, and the constructor for this will be defined. This always copy it. And it will okay, just copy it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. I have already defined it 3 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. First we have duration, sorry, and then we have ID, of course. Then here we have language, and then image, and then name, URL. Now I import this model there, but before that, since I'm working with REST APIs, so so the data I'll be getting will be in JSON. So you translate that JSON object I'll have to make a method here that will map the JSON data into this data. Okay, schools.com JSON, and what this is gonna do is it will map to string, and and this function should return four subject. Uh, Words where hero will be JSON activo. This will be the JSON key. Now this way will map the JSON, the data we're getting will have this activo key, and that activo key will be mapped. That value will be mapped into activo. Okay. Similarly, I'll do this for all. We add the other parameters, and it will JSON. Of course, you can give it another name and you can map it the way you like, but let's keep it simpler. So let's copy this. So let's see, and IP and similar map JSON key to this image and name and URL. My bad. Follow here. So this function will translate the JSON data to this string to this post object. Okay. Similarly, I'll have to make a function when that will convert my object into JSON. So that function will be mapped and I'll name this to JSON. Okay. Uh, Here what I'm gonna do is simply map the string to data. Data equal- I'll make the JSON object here with key activo and value of activo. Just copy it from here, I believe. And I'll just paste it here. Quotes. Okay. And it should be so this and then I'll have to return this data that is converted into JSON. Okay, so here in the model class, I have all my functions that I needed. There were two functions that I needed. One was the from JSON function that we convert my JSON data into this course object, and one was this to JSON function that will translate my course object to JSON data. Now back to this screen. Uh, Here I'll have to import course class and see here the error is no more. Okay, and this should return our as a widget, but before this widget. Okay, let's first create a list screen, right? To create that list screen, I need uh, a function that will get me data from that API. So here I'll write a function so that will get the data from that API, and I'll name this fetch courses. But all the API calls are async, so our method should be async so that it should wait for the response. Okay, and here I'll make an API call that will get me the data. Okay, to make an API call in Flutter, we first need to import a package, HTTP package for uh, package HTTP dash start You, for more information on this package, you can just visit the documentation. Okay. Here, I created this package and let me just quickly add it to the dependencies. Now, here I can make my API call. Okay. The reason I have awaited this is that this is an async function, and this doesn't wait for the previous line to be executed. It if it makes an API call, then it won't be it won't stay there and wait for the data to be the data that it gets from the API. So we will use a way to make the code wait for the API response and make an API call in Flutter. We use http.get method. So the get method, this means that the API call I'm making is a get request, and in this here I'll just pass my URI, and to pass the URI I'll use the Dart converter to that converts the string to a URI. Convert. So here I'll use URI dot parse, and here just give my URI. So the URI is this, right? HTTPS slash courses. This URI followed by courses. And of course, TPS. Slash. Okay. So I need to make it in quotes. So here we just this we get is data in JSON format from the API. When I get the data in JSON format, so okay, this may result in an error. So I'm going to use if else, then that if response dot status code. If my status code is 200, means my API API call is successful. Then what I'll do is convert that list. I'll just make a new list, and I will just convert the JSON data into list. Yes. Now this JSON.decode function will this function is of the Dart converter library, and this translates the JSON. This decodes the JSON. Response dot body. Okay, so we have our JSON list here, and we need to convert this list to our courses list now. So list of courses. We'll name it courses equal JSON list dot map. Okay, so each JSON object should be mapped on should be mapped using course. I've already made the function. Convert our object to the course object. Let me convert the JSON object to the course object. And here, just pass a JSON object. I'll just pass the element and then I'll just convert it to list. Okay. Respond to code must have. Okay, condition must equal equals. I forgot double equal here. Else, what I'll do is throw an error. So exception process. So my function here is now complete, and this API function will fetches courses. The body might complete. Okay. Hmm. Let's look at later. And well, just now I need my list widget. So I'll start building my list widget here. And to build my list, I'm gonna use list view builder in Flutter widget underscore build. This might be the build list widget. And here the class the context list of type process and sorry, process, and this widget should return a list view dot builder object item builder. Okay. So first I'll just add the count item dot count will be process dot length and contact and index have passed in it, and this item builder will here course will be process index, that means this. So what is it? Now, well, this is the body might need to be causing non-labeled data type. Okay, just make it. Okay, let's look into that later. Let's just complete our list screen and where will be there. So now here I'll just return a list file and we will use a title property. In this title, we're gonna put the image and the name and the post duration. So let's put the image in the subtitles, and here I'll just put this in a container. I'll just file. I want a row, right? I'll just put a row. Your and each children should be an expanded bracket so that to prevent the overflow. And then each expanded digit I have a file with text widget and over. Oh, I'm doing it here. Yeah, overflow, text overflow. Ellipsis. And text should be name dot number, and let's style it a bit. We can style it and increase the font size. Text style font size 20. So again, I haven't exported it here. should have been. Let's change it. This machine connected. Okay. It will be solved once I. Okay. And in the second expanded picture, copy it, just paste it. So I'll just type it. Okay, and font size will remain the same. Let's make this text. So the duration will just give me the number. So this will be the number, and I write the text to let me know what to differentiate between name and duration. Let's remove the overflow. I don't think we have to deal with overflow here, and let's align it to the end of the row. Let's align dot end. I'm missing something. And let me check this is this. I wasn't seeing this. So here I am. Here we have our list widget, and this was container list. Here are container widgets, and here uh, we can use the subtitle property to show the image, and let's just image dot network, and the image URL will be getting will be get in the response. Of course, we got. Okay, so we have this here. Let's add a little bit. It box it dot cover. Let's set the height 200 and width to 500. Okay, so uh, Now, this widget which will just build the list for us. Now we have to implement the build widget, which will be triggered when the theme is called. Here I'm going to use scaffold, and this scaffold add bar. I'm just gonna call it I add bar with title, the center align the title, center, and file will be a text widget of courses. So here are add bar widget ends, and in the main body of our scaffold, we'll be calling the build list widget. Okay, so if snapshot has data, then we build the list. Otherwise, we'll show a circular progress indicator. Dot has data. We'll just um, build list capture data. I'll say then dot has error will return the error, and error error. Hmm. Let's okay. Otherwise, we will be returning the line file circular progress indicator. See, used here is the body is this. I have to define the property here, which should be understood. It says should not retrievable. Oh, this should be in the builder property. Builder, this is my bad. I should have put it here. Should go in here. This body should be so type is of type is. This should work now. Second, here. It's completely okay. Mm, mm, so it's fine. Okay, so what I was missing is this would be here. Um, and 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 I have to find it, I guess. Just wait first. Okay, so let's create what utilize state, and in this this and for the initial state, and also this say we can define mm, okay. Let's now check is it um, okay. So the mistake is here now. So uh, there was this naming convention mistake where I had this courses here named course and I was calling it here and here, but was giving me error. So, however, now it's solved and recently another here. Let's try to solve it and if it's because we will not be using ID might be null and this error here is such courses and this course and then oh so the mistake is here. I'm not returning the list to return the list. Now the error has disappeared and let's run our pixel emulator. My pixel emulator is running here and let's now run the code and check if it's getting all the courses and listing it on the screen. Might take a little bit of time. Our app is being built and here we have our courses being listed As you can see, we're getting all this data. Okay, now let's try to create a new course. For that, we need another function that will again, uh, but before that, I'll just come here in my scaffold, and I'm going to use the floating action button to create a new course. So for that, just add the property of floating action button here in my scaffold, and on my floating action button, I will use the Flutter floating action button widget with um, icon. Let's keep it icons dot add the plus, and let's make the colors dot white. So here's our floating action button on the screen. Okay, my bad. Uh, we haven't set the on press property here. Let's set it to null. Okay. Here's our floating action button. Good. Now, uh, on this floating action button, what I'm going to do is create a form and use the show dialog, use a dialog to create a form. So I need all the fields that I need to create my course. Number, 2, 3, 4, IDs, and we also need active. We can just set the active to true in our API. So we are gonna need 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So name is here. After name we have our and then we have our first property, and then we will see and image and URL. Of course, we will have to this to double, and we have to change this as well to 0.0. Okay, so we have all our fields ready, ready to be stored in ready. Now I'm gonna use the show dialog context builder to in this builder. Just gonna pass the context, and this builder should return us This should return us alert. I use this alert dialog with title and content. Our title will be a text and widget that should create course and content. Second property is content. Here, I'll use a single child is call view to create the form. Now, single child is call view. Use the child property to create this form. And in the child, I'm gonna need a column. And choose the column. I'm gonna and some text form fields, right? Here it is. In the text form field, this should be, so I'm gonna use the decoration property to name the field and input decoration to text. First should be name, the name of the course, and change, and changed, and then the value to the name property bracket. Is value. So, so here is a comment. There's an error where the error is okay. So so when I pair this with one field name, see here it is. Similarly, I'll just copy the field. How many fields I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll just copy this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we could have 7 fields. We have 7 fields. Okay. So second should be on hand, and third one is our cost. and cost is double, so you have to make some changes here. So right here also we have to change it. So this will be cost flow and the value should be double, should be fast double. If it try price value, otherwise we should give it a default value. Yes. And okay. And the rest should be here. We should have duration changed, should be changed. After duration, we have uh, language and image URL and URL. So this change is beyond image URL. The value should be image should be URL. Should be value. So our form is complete now, and now I need two buttons in the form. Just one check our form buttons, create and cancel. Okay. So for that, I'm going to use actions property in the show dialog widget. The content, sorry, in the show dialog. So, let me check how we and here it is. I use the action property, create a button, and first up, I'll just create an animated button, and which should which should first child. This is a my pencil button. navigate dot text dot the topic. So I have my presentation here. Let's copy it. And this will be my create button. And here in this context, I'm gonna just perform the API call. So since we are having an API call in the button, this OnePlus function should listen and out can be right. You just know it in a while. I need a course object and let's define a new course object that should be of type course and okay, so here it is. We can just set it to true. It is true and mm, ID, we are not getting ID when creating a new course, so let's set it to 0 and here it is. We have a new object. Okay, so on 12, what we're gonna do is await for create. We are gonna have to create an API that should a function that should create a course. So here I'm gonna just make create function. Since it does not return us anything, it should be of type void and let's name it create course. It should take a course type and it will be an async function where first we're gonna have to map the data that we're getting from the form to JSON so that we can send it to the API. Name it JSON data course. You know that for every course object we have the two JSON function. So I'll just use that convert my new course data to JSON. Also, I'm getting the ID here, whereas I don't want to send it in the create API, so I'll just remove it from the JSON data. Dot remove, and I want to remove ID. So with this, now we are ready here to make API final response was await HTTP. The method is closed now. Just copy this URL. So now we're getting the response. And however, when here in the post method, we have to send this in the body, the data in the body. So we have our JSON data, and here's how we set it in the body. We put a comma here, and in the headers property, we're going to send the data. Sorry, in the header, we're going to set the data type to JSON string, and set the and type to f a comma, and in the body, we're gonna pass the JSON data. JSON encode JSON data, and that's it. Let it out. Save it for a while. Uh, Here we have our body and the business. Okay. After making our API call, we need to know if our API call was successful. Then again, I'm gonna just response the status code that equals 200. Status code is 200. Then just let's just print print was created as successfully, else we will just throw the error. So exception failed to create was. Okay. So create method is now ready, and we're ready to call it on press of our floating action button here. Hmm, So here now, this is the try it now, and away create. Okay, if in this block I catch an error, then I'm just gonna print the error. Okay. So please create course, and I'm passing this new course object here. Also, after creating new course, we want to pop our window of the level check that just let's just click on here. Click here, and after popping, we're gonna set date to underscore for 12 to okay. So now this should work, and the process course should be created. Here, just name it A, and let's pass one content with the cost 765 duration 90 language ES. Let's pass a URL here. P paste and the URL. Now access the created file, the created course. It will see here it is. Uh, Now let's move on to update. To create the update course, I should add the button here. I'm gonna add the update button, and to this okay, but I have on the form I created for creating it. I already have made it for the update. I'm just gonna paste it here and just make the necessary changes. And here, I'm first I'm gonna just call it this function that opens the form, and I'm just gonna make two changes. And now I'm gonna make the button update with text update. So here it is. I'm also gonna be I've also created the delete button, and let's build our update function that will be feature wide, same as it is update course, and pass the courses in it. Fine. Let's see the API response. This time it will be a push request let's make it async first and a separate request. Let's pass the URI. Okay, so I've passed the URI, and in the body I'm gonna pass the updated course data. But in the URI here, the update URI requires me to pass the ID of the course that is gonna be updated. So here I've passed the updated course ID equals to, okay, and in the body I'm gonna pass the updated course, okay, and convert it to JSON. Okay, so and now I'm just gonna check if my API did respond successfully or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw the error. Okay, so our update function is ready, and on clicking the update function, now it should open the form and should update the course. Let's try it. Let's rename it to AAA and let's just change the duration to 900 hours. Let's hit it. Our API. Something wrong. Let's just make it okay. Let's quickly, so I'm gonna hit the update API in the form. Here it is. And now let's check. Now this should update the course now. A form approved and see it's updated. Okay, wait. Now let's perform the delete as well. Delete will be seen like this. Uh, First I need to this function, asynchronous function, take the API with type delete, and again I'll I've just copied it and pasted the updated one, but if this API is successful, then I'll just do nothing, otherwise I'll throw the error. Okay, and let's just print close deleted successfully in the console. Okay, just add this, let me just add this spacer here, and here to delete and this function, I'm just going to change it, make it async and delete course. I'll just call the function and then set the state. Okay, so but then okay, we're ready to go, but just for precautions, just put it in a try catch box. And if error, just throw error. Delete is ready as well. Let's check if we can delete that course. Press the delete button, waitage, and the course has disappeared. So we have performed all four web operations: create, retrieve, update, and delete in this video. See you in the next one.
So this is the end of our video. And if you want to learn Flutter from basis, contact us at contacto@techgurus.net.